Halo Season 1. I'm late to reviewing the last episode of the season, so I thought I'd just review the whole season as a whole. And a lot of people have been hating on this show, if you're a fan of the game specifically, because it changes and bastardizes some of the lore. And I don't play the games, so I don't really give a shit. Like, obviously, I can understand not liking the show if you're a fan of the games, and it does change and break things about the game that you enjoy. But the way I look at it is this. That does not give you the excuse to not judge this show on its own merits, right? So if it's not that great compared to the game, okay, fine. But is it a great show not comparing it to the game? And the answer to that is no, it's not a great show. It's a pretty decent show. I think what's wrong with this show is its production. Basically, if you don't know, this show had multiple problems. First of all, the show was supposed to premiere on Showtime and it was shuffled around to these different places. Then it landed on Paramount Plus. So they didn't even know where this show was going. And then third, it went through multiple showrunners while they were shooting the first season. And so that makes this show have a really big issue in this season. So season 1, right, is 9 episodes, but I think they went through 3 showrunners or something like that. So the first half feels very different from the second half of the season, and it makes it very, very awkward. They're not bad episodes, but they're not directed nor paced the same as all the episodes. They went through multiple showrunners throughout this show. And so I think the season is messy, but I think a season 2 could be much improved upon. But unfortunately, I think because of how inaccurate it is to the games, it has already burned a lot of people. This is a franchise that a lot of people have waited to see them adapt into a movie or show, and they're not happy with the way that this turned out. And I can't necessarily blame them, right? If someone made a reboot of Star Wars and changed my favorite things about the franchise, I wouldn't be that much of a fan. But at the same time, if it was good, I would still try to acknowledge that it's good, not comparing it to the other thing, right? I don't know. It's a weird stance with this show. But yeah, this show was kind of a mess. Not a major fan of it, unfortunately. I didn't hate the show. I really, I enjoyed watching it. I had fun with it. I was just bored by the end of it. Not because it wasn't that great of a show. It's that because the first season felt so messy that I wanted that so much more messy than it needed to be. And so hopefully season 2 fixes a lot of my issues with season 1. The poor pacing, it was one, that weird direction at times. Some episodes felt like they're directed by completely different people at times. So yeah, I don't know, messy show. But I would say if you don't play the games and you want a cool sci-fi show to check out that isn't flawless, but is better than most people would give it credit for, check this show out. It's a weird recommendation, I know, but that's the way I feel about it.